What you need to know to hire developers at 2026. Yep, AI still didn't fire all of us. If you've been doom scrolling those super optimistic AI will take all jobs videos, I'm here to disappoint you. Building real products still requires people, capital, hard work, and of course taking the risk. Your very first developer hire will decide if your company or project survives and stays relevant on this super fast market. Today I'm going to pack as much real-world insights as possible into one video, everything I personally ran over the past years. I'm in tech for about 7 years non-stop. I hired and interviewed a ton of developers. During that time I've been as a normal developer, backend, frontend, websites, mobile apps. I've touched pretty much everything. Worked side by side with developers, then managed them, built my own products from scratch, designed stuff and run UX research. I know this world inside out, which gives me a pretty clear picture of the market and what hiring actually looks like. Don't be afraid to say no and continue the search. Let's start with the hidden red flags I've seen myself. Recognizing them early will save you tons of energy and time. Asking questions just to ask questions. These are the folks who literally yesterday watched some YouTube videos or finished a How to Ace Interviews course, where they were told the candidate interviews the employer too, and it will show your interest. Result: avalanche of robotic memorized questions that instantly expose zero competence. Working hours obsession. Valuing your time is fine, but some people present it in overly aggressive way. Just say no to working with them right away. Phrases like "my hour is worth more" or "workday ends at 6" are classic signs of diva syndrome. Looks messy, talks badly. It's 100% okay to reject someone who looks ugly or can't hold a normal conversation, even if their technical skills are strong. Any job with people involves more than just the work itself. You have to interact, negotiate, and solve problems together. And since the work already takes 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, you don't want to spend most of your life with people you don't feel comfortable around. Does the company provide any training? Bro, I'm paying you to work, not studying you. If the company can pay for courses, cool, but that's not what I want to hear at the interview. Bootcamp course graduates filter out immediately. Identical portfolios and resumes are a dead giveaway. They were all built using the same mentor's template. They can only copy-paste code from tutorials. They could be super motivated, but that won't fill a huge gaps in real-world experience. Time to talk about age. And actually, the core idea of this whole video: don't look only at skills, look at the whole context. Imagine a 20-year-old student, overflowing with energy and ambition, lower salary expectations, no family, no kids, no mortgage, no health issues, lower cost of living, plus they are ready to hustle to build reputation and a solid future. Then there is a 40-year-old man. Tons of obligations, family, kids, mortgage, health issues. All of that demands time and attention, which he won't spend on your project. More conservative, slower to adapt to market changes. In most cases, has relatively little experience in the new field because he just switched careers. Otherwise, he would already be in leadership position. For me, the sweet spot is up to 30 years old, usually between 19 and 25, exceptions exist for sure, and it's not ageism. If you want your company to stay flexible and fast-moving, the people in your company should be flexible and fast-moving too. You can have the best managers in the world, but the ideal developer doesn't need them at all. He runs himself. That's the developer you can leave alone for a week. He will return with an awesome breakdown of everything he shipped, the reasoning behind every decision, and fresh useful suggestions on top. He is actually excited about your product and the tools he is working with. Never forget, the main reason you hire is to offload work from yourself. If you have to constantly babysitting someone, you're doubling your cost, their salary plus your lost time. Just let the candidate breathe and prove themselves. When you finally meet that one, you will feel it immediately. Scale is impossible without them. What salary should you offer? Lots of variables, but the key thing salary actually buys is speed of hiring. There is kind of balance. High salary, you fill the role fast and can pick from the best candidates. The less you pay, the longer you wait, but you fish in regions with lower cost of living or from people who still undervalue themselves. If you can afford it, just pay above market. Position will be closed in 1 week instead of 3 months. And never forget, the interview doesn't give you 100% certainty. The real filter is probation period, so optimize a bit at least interview stage. You will eventually find someone decent for any money, Just remember, the one thing you always bleed in while the seat is empty is your time. And what's the best way to test technical skills? I have only one strong point here. Swipe left home tests use only live technical interviews. Firstly, to be honest, it's not cool to make people work for several hours unpaid. Secondly, with ChatGPT and friends, you have zero guarantee the solution is actually theirs. What works best for me is a 1.5-hour technical interview with questions from very high level down to super specific ones. Believe me, the wrong person falls apart within the first 15 minutes. Through a bit of live coding, 2 or 3 very simple problems are enough to see how the person thinks, what they actually know, and how they behave when they're stuck. Staff turnover is absolutely natural and exists in every company, but unreplaceable people simply don't exist. There is no reason keeping someone who's lost interest. Even a fat salary rarely helps, it just delays the departure. Only advice, use the time while they're still motivated and build something great. Best insurance, run slightly overstaffed, and constantly bring fresh people in. That way the work never suddenly stops. Where to search? Basically, specialized platforms, local or global, depending on your region, but in the long run, the real goal is building your own community. Work with different developers, build a network, maintain good relationships. Soon, you won't be hiring strangers anymore. You'll just text someone you already know and trust, and the seat is filled in a day. Look, a million little things matter, but focus on creativity, quick learning, and self-management. Try stuff, fail fast, it costs you nothing to learn from it. If you found this useful, drop a comment and we can dive into other hiring details today. Also, share your own stories as someone hiring and as someone getting hired.